Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, but I lost my train of thought a little bit. I get a little heated up when I start talking about this stuff. Anyway, so, the thing is, very more often than not, and, for the people, and there are people out there, that for whom, this belief system really does help them, and then, the faith gives them a comfortable feeling. They go about their day, and they're good, productive members of society. They don't harm others, and they're not always witnessing. But the others, what I'm saying, like most of them, I'm talking like 7 out of 10, easy. They go out of their way to start arguments with people who don't believe like that. I don't understand it. If your faith is so much better, it should be evident. I mean, if I'm interested, I'll come ask you. I say, oh, this guy, man, he's a really great guy. Like, it's just something about him, like, I'll ask. People know how to get information, especially nowadays. Come on. Get the big book of everything there, the old internet, fuck. So, trying to shove your ideas onto other people is just ridiculous. And, if you want to go crazy, we start talking about all the atrocities that have been committed in Jesus, God's name. I mean, let me tell you, man, if Jesus really was the Son of God, and if God really does exist, I think he's pretty pissed off at the way he's been represented, I mean, if you take his core teaching, the heart of it all is do unto others as you would have done unto you, and you don't want people, who don't believe like you, shoving it and mandating how you believe, or, trying to change your mind. So why would you fucking do it to other people, And then you got people who are like, the real hardcore, blowing up abortion clinics, and, these things are, I mean, you're doing this stuff in the name of the Lord. It's just, it's whacked out. The Crusades, the freaking, the Inquisition, man, not to mention that, Christians, Puritans were handing out, smallpox, disease blankets to the Indians, killing off Indians, genocide, man. What? So obviously, the religion doesn't do very much for the your will towards fellow man. Very bitter people, It's a death cult, though, and nobody wants to address that, Start asking questions about stuff, and it starts adding up to, hey, wait a minute, man. Every single religious day coincides with a pagan day. I mean, what? It's very obviously sun worship. It's ridiculous. Transubstantiation is another good one. The eating of God flesh, man. I mean, that goes back to the dawn of man. Like everybody, that's how you survive another year. You're like the year goes on. It dies, but it's rebirth. That's how you get your rebirth. Eat the God flesh. Mushrooms, actually. Amanita muscaria is a pretty good example of that, actually, in a lot of native Indian. Anyway, let's see. So there's Christianity and stuff for you. It's pretty bunk. It's just nobody really uses it for good. And you got all their high profile people are just constantly mired in fucking controversy, and they're just money grabbers. They worship money. They love money. It's funny too, because if you're a Christian and you're really aware of what the teaching, the whole thing, you should know then, that this world is, quote unquote, supposed to be, this is Lucifer's domain, man. And actually, we're going to touch on that too, because, but anyway, you shouldn't be so surprised. Of course, everything's evil. Of course, there's lies run amok, because this is not the time for the good. This is the time when supposedly evil is supposed to run amok. So it shouldn't surprise you. You should be, trying to just worry about your soul, man. That's all you can do. And affect the lives around you that you can affect positively. Don't piss people off. At any rate, it should be said, though, now, you're going to go off a little bit, just real quick here, into the little bit of conspiracy theory, which at this point is neither a theory nor a true conspiracy, since, everything's done right in front of your face now. But I've done a lot of studying of that, and whatever, if you don't see it happening, that's your own thing. But it should be said that the people who are pulling the strings behind the scenes here, the international money, the Rockefellers, Rothschild, those people, they do believe in that paradigm. You see, they do believe in Lucifer, Molech. You know, like in his myriad guises. So you know, partially, really, like, it hardly matters what you believe at all. You know, you don't have to believe. You know, those guys up there do, and they make decisions every single day that affect your lives, and not for the better. You know, this world's going to hell in a handbasket if it exists, which is fine. You know, look for me. I'll be selling water. You know, so that's, you know, it's important to realize that, because, you know, the king and the aristocracy, okay, everything comes down from up top. You know what I'm saying? Culture, all that shit trickles down. And what I'm trying to get at here is, if the ruling class, if the rulers of, you know, wherever you're at, believe a certain manner, okay, they're going about their decisions and their, you know, their policies and stuff with that in mind. So it doesn't matter if you believe it or not. They do. So you're living in that kind of reality anyway. So, you know, there's something there for you to chew on, because there is a, you know, there's Satanism, and that's like lazy Luciferianism. You know, nothing's really required of you with Satanism. You know, you just have to not do God stuff. Interestingly enough, I mean, really, you know, Satanism just validates the whole Christian ethos anyway. You know, but anyway, Luciferianism though is quite a different thing. You know, there's doctrine there and everything. There's, you know, that's huge, and that's, you know, and it's hard to say that, you know, Christianity and Luciferianism fucking commingle so closely. I think that, you know, the people that have been adhering to this system are going to wake up one day and kind of realize that they've been had. You know, a little shell game going on. You know, and I don't think anybody's really found the right faith. You know, but that being said, folks, keep hope alive. All right, you know, don't go out of your way to harm others. You know, or get under people's skin. You know, like what I'm doing here. You know, I mean, but I'm just trying to do it so everybody can calm down a little. Like, hey. Man, there's a lot of these young kids really freak me out on this YouTube. I can't remember the one kid's name, but wow, he's a blethering idiot. And you know, I mean, wow, dude, could you be any more brainwashed? You know. But anyway, yep, that's the telly. You guys take it easy. I'll be back with another ism that'll blow your mind. It's the best ism. It's the only ism that's worth a dism. It's coming soon. Like the rabbi said, it won't be long now.